What's up, everybody? It's Soundwave Spectre, and today I have the first hour of Hogwarts Legacy for you all, audio described so that everyone can enjoy. Now first, the game opens up with an invitation letter from Professor Weasley with a giant seal in the top center of the page saying, Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. It reads, "We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year student. Term begins on the 1st of September. Preliminary supplies have been collected for you and will accompany you on your journey to the castle. As you may be aware, the decree for the reasonable restriction of underage sorcery prohibits the use of magic by those under the age of 17 outside of the school. However, due to your unique circumstances, the Ministry has graciously agreed to allow Professor Eleazar Fig to help you hone your spellcasting before escorting you from London to the castle for the start of term feast and sorting ceremony. Yours sincerely, Professor Weasley, Deputy Headmistress." Okay, so here we are at the character creation screen, and I'm going to speed it up a little bit. I took a poll in my YouTube community section, so we're going to be going with Ravenclaw, and I'm going to be a witch. Since on my live streams I've been a wizard, I want to see if there's anything different. We're going to go with light auburn hair, blue eyes, paler white skin. She starts the game wearing a beige trench coat, a white collared shirt, and a purple tie with a red skirt. I'm going to name the character Amanda Cana, or Amy for short, since that's one of the most recent D&D characters I've made. And with that, we're ready to go. The game opens up with Amanda in front of an 1800s red carriage on an empty street. It has large wagon wheels and 2 torches on the side. Professor Eleazar Fig is making sure they're all packed before walking over to Amanda. He has gray mutton chops and a huge, comically large big nose. Another man with a red bow tie and glasses entered. His name is George Orsic. He is younger looking than Fig and has sideburns that go down to his beard.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start of term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
The 3 load the cart, with George looking back onto the street once more to make sure no one's looking. A smile fades away from his face. He sits opposite Fig and Amanda. Without horses, the chauffeur grabs the reins and mimics the natural movements. The carriage begins to pull down the street before taking off into the sky. Big Ben can be seen in the distance as the shadow of a man in a top hat can be seen watching their ascent. He disappears in a swirl. Clouds as the credits roll. Warner Brothers. Avalanche. Portkey Games. Wizarding World. The carriage is flying through the clouds.
Glad I caught before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Orsic pulls out a newspaper that says,
Have you seen this?
Ranrock's Goblin Rebellion. Truth or gobbledygook?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's the glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
Amy points to the cylinder case. Fig hands it to her. The symbol on it glows as she holds it. It pulses and opens. A key inside.
Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait!
The dragon bites the back half of the carriage, taking George with him. Fig and Amy hold on. The driver struggles to regain control. Amy's owl flies away as the dragon's mighty form is shown in the sky. Its giant wingspan is riddled with holes. Amy turns to look towards the front of the cart. The invisible winged horsey creatures pulling the cart can be seen struggling as fast as they can. They all jump off the cart as the dragon breathes fire on the wreck. Everyone is in free fall. Fig skydives towards the key.
The key! Give me your hand!
He casts a spell as they disappear before the dragon can bite them. Fade to black. The two appear in a cavern of some sort.
Are you alright? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Amy takes the green potion and a prompt of down on the D-pad appears. She drinks the potion and the screen unblurs.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
Amy gets up.
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
This is the first bit of gameplay as Amy looks around the cavern for a second, processing everything before following Fig towards the entrance of the cave. The contrast of the blinding light makes it impossible to see outside. The cave exits out to a cliffside, where Rune Castle can be seen in the distance, rushing waves crashing below.
farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Gameplay continues as Fig walks ahead. The winding trail has pots and flags, seemingly from a long time ago.
Mind your step.
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Along the path, they have to vault up some rock walls to traverse in and out of the natural caves and underpasses.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
The two approach a large wall made of black glass, blocking their path.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
By pressing R2, Mimi is able to cast Basic Cast. After a few blasts, the enchantment shatters and spirals away.
Excellent!
Fig runs ahead. There's a slope and they both slide down.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
Path wraps around to the right and they continue, picking up the pace a bit. They stop as the path ends.
Ah, up there.
They see they can turn around and clamber up to an old stone bridge. The castle is up ahead in sight and the wind is blowing fiercely.
We're close now. It's just ahead.
The old bridge between them and the castle has clearly been destroyed for years. Fig stands forward and takes out his wand.
Steady yourself. Reparo!
As he moves his arms and wand around, the stones from the ocean below rise and spiral, rebuilding the stone bridge in front of them. The two proceed across and up the newly formed staircase.
Almost there.
They enter, which was once probably the main hall of this castle.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
They walk across the ruined room as the mini-map appears on the screen in the bottom left, as well as the life bar on the bottom right. The objective says, explore the ruins. Fig is inspecting a carving into the stone wall opposite the entrance. Amy follows behind.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
The mural seems to be a wizard looking through a telescope in one scene and taking notes in the other. Amy begins to explore the room a bit. Left of the entrance is a large statue of a wizard carrying a tome and an orb of some kind. Amy walks towards it to investigate.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
Behind the statue, she notices an opening towards another path, looping around the outside. Amy takes a moment to notice the beautiful view of the ocean below. A similar insignia to the one on the key from before is on a standing wall.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
With a basic cast of her wand, the wall becomes transparent, looking into some ornate-looking building with a front desk. She walks up to it as Fig catches up.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
Amy touches the sigil.
What in Merlin's name?
And the stone wall becomes a stone wall once again.
Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
But when they turn around, she's in the room that they were looking into. It's incredibly ornate and built into a cavern. There's fantastical chandeliers above. A podium desk is ahead as well. The two approach.
Hello?
A well-dressed goblin banker was asleep on a ledger.
It can't be.
It takes him a moment to get down from the desk, but he comes over.
Just a moment. Ooh. Where are we here?
Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then. Stay close.
After handing him the key, the goblin takes the two of them to a set of rails. A fantastical minecart approaches with two seats on the right.
After you.
Fig and Amy sit on them while the goblin drives.
Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
The three ride in an almost amusement park ride fashion through winding caves and caverns, spinning around.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what?
Passing through water.
That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
They stop as a goblin in an officer's uniform with mutton chops watches on.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Amy looks very concerned as the officer takes a separate rail line very quickly.
Professor, the armband the guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
The three come to their stop. A vault is built into the cavern wall.
Here we are.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12. Until today.
The goblin banker puts the key into the intricate vault door.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
Fig walks in with Amy behind. It looks like a catacomb.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
The goblin waves his finger.
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we?
A wisp of magic can be seen on the other side of the vault. Now a little mini-game comes up every time you learn a new spell. It's sort of a quick-time event with a little bit of tracing. This one is in the shape of an R. With left on the D-pad, you see a magical pulse come from her wand.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A spell that reveals all the magical secrets around you.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw in the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault.
Amy
Lead the
touches
way.
it, and they're transported into complete darkness. Fig's Lumos spell is the only thing lighting up the dark hall.
This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
The only thing that can be seen from the light at the end of his wand is a series of columns.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
A puddle swirling like a whirlpool is on the ground.
What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
They are on a floor of glass.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
Amy goes to investigate the statue. The statue appears in physical form in front of them.
Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
A minigame of learning Lumos appears, tracing downward, V this time. It says, you've acquired the wand lighting charm Lumos, which has been automatically slotted to your spell slot. Lumos creates a light at the tip of your wand to help you see in dark areas. Now in the bottom right, we now see spell slots appear, mimicking the shape and positioning of PlayStation face buttons. She walks towards the statue as it moves.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
The statue stands with its sword at the ready. More statues land in a circle. The first statue swings its sword at Amy. A blue bubble appears around her.
Look out!
Potato.
Fig pulls a knight closer to him and then slams it down, shattering it into pieces. More knights jump in as the combat begins. Spells are cast as they come from each side. When an enemy statue is destroyed, they break into a dozen pieces.
Stay close!
The world goes dark as Amy is now alone.
Professor? Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Wisps of light fly around towards another magical swirl. Amy follows it.
Oh, that's where they're leading me. That glow again.
It goes dark once more, as three more statues have differing reflections again below.
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time.
Doing the puzzle again, she casts Lumos once more, and the knights turn and stand.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
The one on the right charges in before a quick block encounter with Protego and a flurry of spells. It makes short work of the other two. The message says hold triangle during Protego to stun enemies with a Stupefy counterattack. Stunned enemies take extra damage, indicated by gold numbers. Another group of the Guardian Knights come as she peppers them with spells and counters. Whenever she casts Stupefy, they fall to their knees, vulnerable to critical hits. Blackness once again as she once more has to follow the wisps, unlocking the ability to sprint with L3. There's some spire monument in the ground, a 3D representation of the sigil from before. Amy walks towards another whirling puddle next to it. The spire melts into the ground and a threshold of a door arises. A portal through the door appears, and it seems to lead towards a large hall with some sort of basin in the middle. As Amy walks through, the portal ripples. Standing in the center of the room now, she goes to investigate it. Taking a minute to see the extremely ornate columns, and just the sheer verticality of this room. There's a vial floating above the basin in the shape of a teardrop, and she goes to grab it. Fig opens the door at the other end of the room and comes to join Amy.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder...
He pours a glowing blue liquid from the vial into the basin.
Follow my lead.
He puts his head into the water. A vision of the wizard Percival Rackham from the statue in the main hall appears in this same room, waving his wand and forming the very columns that are around them. Another wizard, shorter and stouter, Charles Rockwood, is casting as well.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
4 goblins enter.
Were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have...
Ranrock raised his left gauntlet to lift the banker in the air before slamming him down, dead.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Fig casts a red beam, and Ranrock catches it in one gauntlet, before blasting a wave of force with the other. Amy and Fig fly across the room. The floor in the middle of the room begins to bubble as a giant suit of runic armor appears with a massive sword. The set of armor slices down vertically at the goblins. Ranrock begins to fire back. Amy begins to get up. She and Fig look to another portal way behind them. The goblins are firing little red bolts at the 3 stories high knight. It stumbles back, almost falls on Fig. It swings wildly, knocking a column over, but Amanda and Fig teleport through the portal just in time.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
The two begin to walk through the forest to see a panning shot of the Hogwarts Express just up ahead. An owl flies through the train's exhaust. Through a clearing of trees. To a beautiful view of Hogwarts in its entirety, lit up by the full moon behind it. The title screen appears. Portkey Games, Hogwarts Legacy. That's it for part 1. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do more. Let me know how I can make it better for you guys. You know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Soundwaves Better, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.